In early May, I went looking for Karen McBride.
Do you know a Karen McBride?
I've heard of her.
After I learned police in Oklahoma had been looking for her too.
Sir, do you know a Karen McBride?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Some may find it fitting I found her in Runaway Bay,
I could have went to prison over this.
where we discussed the warrant for her arrest.
Karen, I have to ask. Did you do it?
No, absolutely not.
Non, rien de rien.
It's been an exciting year for Mrs. McBride. In November, she got married. So she went to the DMV a few months back trying to update the name on her driver's license.
And the DMV says?
No, they said they couldn't help me until I got the issue cleared up in Oklahoma.
Yes, the issue in Oklahoma. The issue Karen McBride never even knew about. It turns out she had a felony warrant for embezzlement out of Norman in Cleveland County.
What was going through your mind?
Panic. And she said it is for a VHS tape not being returned to the movie place in 1999. Okay, will you mind telling me what the name of the movie was?
No, it wasn't a dream.
You really can talk.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's right.
I'm a witch.
She faced a felony warrant for 22 years for not returning Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
You are allowed to laugh because it is funny.
Thankfully for her, the charge was dropped.
Now, when I walked into the DMV once this was cleared up, the lady at the counter, I was sitting in line waiting my turn when I got up to the counter and she saw my name and she looked at me and she said, "Are you the..." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am. Can I please change my name now?"
I miss the DA's office, miss the excitement of the DA's office.
In the late 90s, Tim Kirkendall was the Cleveland County District Attorney. Back then, in Oklahoma, it was a felony charge to not return movies like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which in 1999 was valued at $58.59.
Embezzling something like a video game or a VHS tape, if it was valued at more than $50, it was a felony charge. That law changed in 2004 to make the threshold $500. So after 2004, anything valued at over $500 was a felony charge. Currently, the law says anything valued at more than $1,000 is a felony, which is a lot more reasonable than what it was back in 1999.
But our investigation uncovered problems for other people too.
I mean, it really took me quite a while to kind of wrap my mind around what was going on.
In 2018, George Gore was pulled over for speeding at Tinker Air Force Base near Oklahoma City. Hours later, he was preparing for a night in the Oklahoma County Detention Center.
I'm like, I am really sitting here on this concrete slab in a jail because of a video game I didn't return 21 years ago.
NBA Hang Time.
Yeah, I was always playing with the Bulls.
That's the video game George allegedly didn't return in 1997.
I have no idea how it didn't get turned in.
And 21 years later, he was arrested on base after learning of his felony warrant for embezzlement in Cleveland County.
I don't understand how anyone could possibly think that would be okay to make that a felony. Like, I can't imagine what's going through someone's mind thinking, hey, you know what we should do? We should make not returning video games a felony. Like, that's a great idea. Like, let's really stick it to the people, you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
The county dropped Gore's charge too.
At the time, a warrant like this was fairly common.
Yes.
But Kirkendall says Oklahomans may want to check if they're wanted.
It's quite possible that a lot of people that were charged back in 1999 or before had charges filed against them and they don't find out about it for years.
There are people right now that have felony warrants in Oklahoma and may not know about it.
I'm sure there are, because there are hundreds, thousands across the state of charges like this that were filed 20, 22 years ago, and some of those, I'm sure, are still active warrants.
And that's why Karen's a bit grateful knowing she can still enjoy retirement in Runaway Bay.
This is home now.
A place far more peaceful than prison.
What movie would you go to prison for?
Not a one.
in Runaway Babe.
Not a one.
I'm Alex Rosier.